I was a citizen of Nigeria. Today, I don't want to belong there called Nigeria. I want to go to Nigeria, but I don't want to be deported.
Tinubu, in case you don't know, I want make you know am. It dey come out from my mouth. Your administration na the most failed one.
Any Nigerian or any person that sees you relating with South Africans, like you are being seen as an evil person, you are being seen as a devil, like you are not expected to relate freely with South African. But this Nigerian guy that is always advising Cyril Ramaphosa and always abusing South Africans.
And I feel like if a lot of Nigerians come out and start speaking on what we are actually going through, then maybe changes will be made in the government. Don't you guys think? I wish that we would start calling the government out heads on. For example, Tinubu, you are a terrible president. Like, what are you doing to help us? What are you doing to help the economy? You are so terrible. I'm so sick and tired of Nigerians acting like we are strong, and they say, oh, Nigerians, we are actually very strong. Oh, no matter how much they increase things, we still chest it. No, it is not cute. We are cowards. That is a cowardly behavior. You don't stand to ask people, oh, why is this expensive? For example, I'm so sick and I'm so tired of this, and I really need the government to intervene because I am so overwhelmed.
Tinubu, your government is terrible.
As a citizen, what's your message?
Citizen of where?
Of Nigeria.
Oh, I was a citizen of Nigeria. Today, I don't want to belong there called Nigeria. I'm an Igbo man, a Biafra, who is determined even to give my life, sacrifice my life for Biafra. Nigeria is no longer Nigeria. This government called Nigeria and Tinubu and his government is vanish upon vanish. No, vanity. Ne? Take Tinubu away and put a prominent person, man who can lead Nigeria. We need a leader, not a ruler. Nah? My people are suffering here. Every day people are dying. Every day people are dying. Of which you, as a journalist, you are aware of that. I called my people today. I say I'm in mortuary. Print my obituary. That is because of Tinubu and his government. I want to go to Nigeria, but I don't want to be deported.
Tinubu, in case you don't know, I want make you know am. It dey come out from my mouth. Your administration na the most failed one. President Tinubu, your government na the most useless government. When they frustrate the poor citizens, the useless government ever in Nigeria. Senator Akpabio, Senate President, you are the most failed Senate President. You understand me?
Hi guys, you're welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Just Cheesy. So guys, I'm reacting to this very video because of those comments. Now let me read it out for you guys to hear. The person said, "It's glaring you are a very biased woman. What the guy said is very right. So you really support people being mistreated. It's clear you are evil. I saw your real name on one of your accounts. You are not Nigerian. Shameless woman lying." Now, firstly, to this person that dropped this comment, I don't owe you any explanation of where I come from. As long as I am an African, right? I don't owe you any explanation. Now, secondly, I want to tell you that I'm not upset with this comment that you dropped. I'm not just upset. Honestly speaking, I'm not upset, right? Because this is what we see on daily basis. Any Nigerian or any person that sees you relating with South Africans, like you are being seen as an evil person, you are being seen as a devil, like you are not expected to relate freely with South African. But I want to tell you that if you're among those that always think that way, I want to tell you that you are not just only stupid, honestly, because how can you be thinking this way? Now guys, let me tell you what's really made this person to drop those comments, because I don't really know whether he's a girl, he's a lady, or a guy. I don't know if you guys remember this video I uploaded of a Nigerian guy that is constantly abusing South Africans, and the video where this person dropped this comment was the video where the young man, the Nigerian guy, was actually warning Zolani, right? He was warning Zolani not to mistreat undocumented foreigners in South Africa, that he should never try it, that if he ever tries it, that he was going to see Zolani to court, right? So I also reacted on that video, asking him what rights does he have, and besides, I haven't seen where Zolani is mistreating anyone, right? Like I haven't seen, but he has no right to issue such warning to Zolani when we have lots of problems, when we are even seeking for courageous men who can boldly come out to speak against our government. Now, a lot is going on in Nigeria. Like currently as we speak, Nigerian youth are going gaga. Like a lot is going on in Nigeria right now. A certain core member, yeah, a youth corper, this lady raised her voice calling on Nigerian youth to please join her, that this is getting too much. There is hunger in the country. There is this, like this lady, she literally poured out her mind saying that the president is a terrible person, right? So shortly after she made the video went viral, and a lot of calls began to come in. They began to threaten her. It got to a point that this lady was so afraid of her life. She was so scared of her life. Then got so kind. Nigerian youths raised their voices. Everybody began to speak for this lady, right? Now, in all those things, this Nigerian man that is always advising Ramaphosa, like the president of South Africa, this Nigerian guy that is always advising Cyril Ramaphosa and always abusing South Africans. Up to this very moment that I'm making this video, this guy has never made any video to condemn what is going on in Nigeria and the threat that this young lady is receiving, right? Now, but this guy is always too quick. Like he's always so fast to condemn whatever that is going on in South Africa. He's always so fast. I don't know. Most times I ask myself, these people, do they even remember that there are Nigerians living in South Africa? Because the things that they are doing, trust me, is affecting is affecting our people negatively. Yes, it's affecting our people negatively, because I've seen countless of South Africans saying that, like whenever I bring up a video to react on it, whenever I'm making a reaction video, a lot of people will be telling me, oh, just Jeezy, please don't bring this person's video to your channel again. This guy is always abusing us. This guy is always abusing us. Are you getting it? I'm not the one that is abusing South Africans, but because of what the people are doing over there, now is affecting a lot of people. And trust me, it's also affecting those in South Africa, right? So why can't this guy also use that same energy to condemn what is going on in Nigeria? Why can't he also use that same energy? Now that Nigerian youth are speaking up, why can't he use his platform and the same energy that he's always using to crucify South Africans? He's always calling them names, condemning South Africans all the time as if he is a South African citizen. Why can't he use that same energy to talk to Nigerian government? Now, especially now that everyone is talking, right? Now, this person is dropping this kind of comment simply because I am not creating the kind of content that he wants. I'm not creating the kind of content that they want. I'm not saying this because I want anybody to like me. No. And I'm not saying this because I need anyone to love me or to invite me to South Africa. Even if you invite me to South Africa, believe me, I may not come. I may not even be able to honor the invitation, because I know that maybe those that love me are those that have seen me, those that are following me on this channel, right? They are the ones that love me. So what about others? What about others? What about others? Is it still going to be the same love that I'm receiving here? That is the question. Those that don't know me, are they also going to give me the same love that I'm receiving here? So the best thing is for me to be on my lane. Since South Africans have made it clear that they just want to clean up their country, sit down and fix themselves up in their country. I guess they're not asking for too much. I just have to be on my lane. Respect their space. They just need a space. They just need that space. So I don't know why each time you're advising Africans living in South Africa, especially the undocumented ones, to leave the country, a lot of people find it so offensive. I've seen a lot of videos where most Africans even returned from South Africa willingly without anyone deporting them. Yes, without anyone deporting them. When you see that your presence is making someone so much uncomfortable, you just have to do the needful, especially when you know you are wrong. Now, in this video, this Nigerian man said that he wants to go home, that he wants to come home, but he doesn't want to be deported. I understand him very well. Seeing a grown man like this crying, that's to tell you that truly that he really wants to go home, but probably he doesn't have money to clear himself up as someone that has been in the country undocumented, right? He truly wants to go home. That is if only Nigerian government can assist to clear them up, because before you leave the country, you have to pay for your overstay and all that before you be able to leave the country. So I understand him very well when he says he truly wants to go home, but he doesn't want to get deported. And there are other Nigerians that also want to go home, but the problem is this: they don't want to get deported, and they don't also have the money to pay for their overstay, right? So all they need is help from the federal government. Now, kindly watch this video. That is to tell you that where we are coming from, you are not expected to talk the situation. Like, no matter the situation you find yourself, you are not expected to speak. I want you to watch this video and tell me if there is anything wrong with what this Nigerian lady said, right? I want you to watch this video. And that is the reason why I was upset with the Nigerian guy that is constantly abusing South Africans, because there's a lot to talk about our country. There's a lot to talk in Nigeria, but rather he chose to constantly abuse South Africans all the time. This is very, very wrong. South Africa has been hosting our brothers. Yes, I may not be living in South Africa, but for the fact that South Africa is hosting Nigerians and other Africans, I guess I should respect them for that, right? And I should also be grateful. South Africa has been hosting our African brothers and sisters. So why would this guy constantly abuse South Africa? Like, for what reason? Now, there's a lot to discuss about Nigeria. There's a lot to talk in Nigeria, and he's not even raising his voice. He's no longer talking. Is he not supposed to use that same energy to speak? Is he not supposed to use that same energy to speak? Most of our brothers want to come home. Yes, they want to come home. They really want to come home because they didn't fall from sky. They have a nation. They have a country. Assuming our country is working, assuming the government is working, believe me, most people won't even want to travel to any African country, just like South Africans are doing. Like, they can't settle for less. The only places you can see them is in maybe UK, America, Europe, and all that. You can't see any South Africa trying to settle within African countries. That's simply because their country is doing well. Assuming Nigeria is also doing well, believe me, nobody will want to settle in Africa. Nobody will want to settle for less. So why would this Nigerian guy always disrespect South Africa? And he's not the only one. There's a lot of them, and which is very, very wrong. Ever since they have been abusing South Africans, what have they gained? Guys, please, let me not talk too much. I want you to watch this video for you to see this brave Nigerian girl that have spoken up for the very first time. In Nigeria, everybody is afraid to talk. Everyone is scared to speak, so that you won't get arrested.
I genuinely feel so overwhelmed, and I feel like if a lot of Nigerians come out and start speaking on what we are actually going through, then maybe changes will be made in the government. Don't you guys think? And this video, I just want to say to our president, I don't know if there have been any other president that is terrible, but you are such a terrible president. It is so hard. So I'm coming from the supermarket where I went to get foodstuffs, and everything has gone up again. It's just like every single week prices increase. I want to know, what is the government doing about this increase? Is there going to be a particular time where prices will stop going up? Is there going to be a particular time where things are going to go back? Guys, why am I going to get a crate of egg and they're telling me it is 6.5? It doesn't make any sense that egg will cost 6.5. Like, I literally can't remember when egg used to cost 800. And I'm so overwhelmed because this is literally my first time doing this adulthood thing alone. This is my first time moving out of my family house. This is my first time living by myself. And not just that, after I left the supermarket and I got home, my security is bringing NEPA bill, and NEPA bill has gone up by 2 times. Like, it's insane. I can't keep up with these bills. I am so overwhelmed and I'm so exhausted. Every single money that I have been making, I'm using it to pay bills. I don't even get to live properly. The craziest thing was, you want to go out to a certain location with your friends, and Uber is about 25,000. Like, even Uber, that we can't even take Uber. It is crazy. Like, why are things so expensive? And let's not even Lagos stinks. Lagos smells like shit. If you say, okay, I want to take a walk, I'm depressed, let me just take a walk, you can't even take a walk. Like, the place smells like crazy. Why does an entire state smell like this? And what is the government doing about the bad smell? Everything is just so overwhelming. You want to start up a business, and now you have to take a loan to start up a business, and the loan, you don't even know if you can actually repay it, because in the business, I don't know, I'm just so tired. Like, why is no one saying anything about it? Being an NYSC copper, there's nothing beneficial about this whole NYSC thing. The money I spend on transportation is just more than the alawi the government gives me. Like, it doesn't, I can't keep up. Like, I'm so tired of this bill and I can't keep up. I am overwhelmed and I'm tired, I'm exhausted. It's too much, and I wish that we would start calling the government out heads on. For example, Tinubu, you are a terrible president. then? Like, what are you doing to help us? What are you doing to help the economy? You are so terrible. I'm so sick and tired of Nigerians acting like we are strong, and they say, oh, Nigerians, we are actually very strong. Oh, no matter how much they increase things, we still chest it. No, it is not cute. We are cowards. That is a cowardly behavior. You don't stand to ask people, oh, why is this expensive? For example, MTN, what the fuck is even going on? Literally, I spent over like 20,000 on data in a week, and I'm not even joking. 1.5 data cannot even last me for an entire day. I have to do 1.5 like 2 times a day, which is like 3,000 a day. It is too much. Like, what are you guys doing about it? Like, what is happening? I'm tired of paying bills. I feel like I don't have anything. I feel like I don't have any achievement to call my own. Every single time that I work hard, I'm spending it back in the economy to pay bills, and I wasn't created to pay bills. I'm just really tired, and I just want our money to count for something. And when is the government going to actually start working? Because Nigerians are so classist. Everybody now wants to behave as if they are rich. Everybody is faking wealth. But we are ending up being poor because we are struggling so hard to look rich. We are ending up being poor. So I need us as Nigerians to please start calling the government out. We should be tired of this by now. We need to call the government out. Prices need to start one place. Food needs to start one place. The economy needs to start one place. Like, we are tired. It's just too much. The more you work hard to achieve something, the higher it gets. The dream car that I was saving money for has literally gone double. I can't even afford it anymore. Instead, I'm going to use my money to buy to just keep paying bills. And now house rent is double. Like, I am so sick and I'm so tired of this. And I really need the government to intervene because I am so overwhelmed.
Tinubu, your government is terrible. Your cabinet is terrible. Everybody for this the whole APC, you people are completely terrible people. Since Onati say we go dey fear to tell una, we talk them pick us. Boko Haram go dey inside bush. Bandits go dey inside bush. Do TikTok videos. The PRO of Nigerian police to go pick them up. Somebody go dey Twitter, do comments now, go pick them up. We not fit buy anything.
So, guys, Nigerian youth are currently speaking up. They are speaking up because everyone is fed up of what is going on in the country. So, for those of you that sit down and focus on your camera just to abuse other countries like Ghana and South Africa, please, it's time for you to speak. It's time for you to use that same energy to speak against bad government. Speak, so that our country may be a bit better than all these countries that you guys are mentioning. The Ghana that most of you always abuse, calling Ghana small Ghana, ordinary Ghana, small Ghana. In Ghana, Ghanaians doesn't know what light off is. Ghanaians, they don't know what light off. They live a good life. In Ghana, healthcare is free for everyone, whether you're a foreigner or you're a citizen. Ghanaians, they are enjoying. So you too, this is the time for you to speak up and stop abusing other African countries. Those African countries that you guys are abusing, they are not the reason why our country is where it is today.